Welcome to the SOTY Show, SOTY Show.
It got shorter this time.
Welcome to the SOTY Show.
And it keeps
I
going.
spoke too soon.
That's
Welcome, guys, back to the podcast for another episode.
We're here to chat about all things SOTY.
SOTY.
SOTY. Show coming soon. Show is coming soon.
Have you ordered that yet?
Well, I found two, but I have to drive like an hour and a half to get them. So
no, we just have SOTY.
It's just SOTY. I still think we should just do SOTY 0.0.
SOTY 0.0.
I think it
SOTY
sounds
how?
good.
SOTY who?
SOTY-O.
We can do SOTY who? No, we can't. Yes, we could.
Yes, we can. SOTY who?
SOTY who?
I don't like that one.
I could probably find a question.
SOTY 0.0 sounds way better.
What's the point? You just have an O?
That's,
SOTY-O.
it just goes with like Tosh.0, like SOTY 0.0.
I know, so we're just stealing someone else's thing.
No, but it's better. It's SOTY.
Yeah.
Or
No, thank you.
SOTY
Not Tosh.
thieves? That might be harder for me to get that many letters.
Yeah.
And I can't spell that word. How do you spell thieves, Jamie?
Thieves? Thieves.
Correct. I was just checking you.
As if you know.
I'm actually a master speller.
She is a pretty good speller. Spell.
No, I'm not doing that.
Should we just do a spelling bee?
Yeah, let's
We're
do a
not doing
spelling
that.
bee.
That would be another time.
Can you use the word thieves in a sentence, please?
Are you telling me or
You're running the spelling
Oh.
bee.
the SOTY show are a bunch of thieves? Spell thieves. Do you need the origin? Pig Latin.
Pig Latin. Wait a minute. I don't know. I don't speak Pig Latin. One of my few languages I don't know.
Few.
There's only a few. But I know a lot of languages.
You know one word probably in a lot of languages. That doesn't count as knowing a lot of languages.
They're probably not very good words.
Ni hao. That's not a bad word.
Ni hao. Hello in Chinese.
Something Yamamiza.
No.
Shamamamiza.
Yeah, I would have just stuck with ni hao.
Dang it. I'm gonna have Steven teach me some more Chinese. We're gonna set this up. Speak new languages.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, Steven is fluent in Chinese.
Very fluent.
Yes, he has taken 13 years of Chinese. Just about.
That's more than I've done in English. So that actually is more years than I studied English probably.
I know, and he studied it for 13
All jokes
years.
aside, he really has done that. So it's kind of crazy to think that he speaks Chinese.
And is fluent. He even said that he dreams in Chinese, which
That does
a
happen when you
whole
start
new
learning
level.
languages. Jared, have you ever dreamed in Spanish?
All the time.
Still?
Yes.
Yeah,
All
because
the
yours
time.
is kind of like you still continue speaking Spanish.
Well, I speak Spanish all the time.
do you speak
so
more Spanish or English in a given day?
in a given day?
Yeah.
It's probably about 50-50.
About
Really?
half?
It depends. I mean, I probably talk more Spanish actually, because I talk more at home. with
What about
Nadia
your
and stuff.
children?
I kind of do both. So I mean,
Which kid speaks more Spanish?
Caden speaks more Spanish. They both understand it, but Caden speaks more Spanish. Isabel just doesn't want to.
Does Nadia speak Spanish or English to him?
Spanish. But she does say some English words, so it just
So it's
depends.
like a mixture of English and Spanish at the same time.
You want him
It'd
to
be
pick up
very
Spanish.
confusing. Yes.
I think that's a good thing to be kind of mixing it up. So maybe that's why we should be speaking our secondary language to our kids so they can learn it.
What's your secondary language?
None.
I thought you said you knew
Jamie
a lot
speaks
of.
French, I
I
think.
thought you said you knew a lot of words.
I know
In
all
different-
languages a little bit.
I know none.
Name a language I don't know how to speak.
You don't know any languages.
I know English.
Oh, okay, good.
I do speak Portuguese, but I don't know if I can rattle off like Portuguese anymore the way I did in the past.
So you probably don't speak it then.
Ni hao yamana namiza. How did they say that? My name is...
You're way wrong. How long are we going to let Steve go with this black thing in his teeth? Should we let it go?
I have
the
something in
whole
my teeth?
podcast? Yeah.
I don't see it.
It's a sunflower seed.
Where's
Where
that?
is it?
Right?
Right in the middle?
between the
Is it in the
middle,
bottom teeth?
Bottom teeth.
So it's hard to see the bottom teeth. Are you
Still
a
there.
bottom teeth? Yeah, okay, I see it now. Are you a bottom teeth smiler? When you smile,
there.
do you show your bottom teeth
Off
or
to
your
the side a
top
little
teeth?
bit.
Wait, did you say bottom or top?
Bottom.
Oh, I'm just scratching the top.
He said bottom. still there.
It's still there.
What the?
How about we just leave it? It can
No,
be
I
the
can't do
friend.
it now. I'll go insane.
It can be the friend of the podcast.
Just use
Don't judge me.
Jamie's hair. Use a piece of her
We
hair.
can start off
Ew,
with
it's not
weird
floss.
Have you
habits.
never done that? You use hair for floss.
No, and my hair is so like fine. It would
Pull
just
out one
probably
of your
break.
hairs.
Yeah,
I'll
yours
floss
will
with
just
it.
break off.
I am not having floss.
Nadia's
over my
hair is like a
You wanna-
horsetail hair.
Exactly, it's like actual floss.
I think it's thicker
Do
than
you floss
floss.
with her hair?
I've done it a couple times.
Because you could not floss with your own. You can't afford to lose anymore, and it's thin.
It's just because it's short.
Whoa, did she just call
It's
you
just because
bald?
it's short.
I'm just saying.
She just called you bald.
I'm
This
not
is
Speaking of
bald.
bad habits, though, this is one of
I
mine.
have hair.
He
It's there.
eats plastic.
Who does?
Steve.
Why would you eat plastic?
Look, I'm not eating it this time. I've gotten better. I just think it's a...
I couldn't even tear off a piece of plastic. It's like
What
there's
the heck?
two middle teeth and it's
Yeah,
off
it's-
to the
it's not
side a
getting
little
out.
bit.
Wait, it's not in the
I
middle?
feel like your gums are
right.
getting
No,
all
one
bloody
over.
now too.
No, I'm doing the wrong spot.
One over. It's like hurting my teeth watching you. It's still.
What in the heck?
I wonder if you pushed it back. No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
gonna
probably
be
stuck
there
in there now.
forever.
Nope.
It's a new friend. It's joined the podcast. Oh, did you get it? And
I don't think you got it.
I don't think you did either. I think it's just gonna be.
You're going to lie about it, aren't you?
I think it's
Let me see.
become one with your tooth.
Are you
It
saying
has
his
become
tooth is just brown? That's the color of his teeth.
It's in there. You
Give me
gotta
one of your
scrape
hairs.
the side. Scrape the side of it. It's just kind of there.
It might just stay there.
I should have never mentioned anything. It's there. I should have
What
never
the
mentioned
heck?
anything. He's gonna have to excuse himself.
I'm going to the bathroom. Can I have one of your hairs, please?
My hair will not floss your tooth. It will
I'm going to
not.
floss my tooth right now, live on TV.
You're with a hair. That's so weird. Use one of your own.
No.
Your own probably would be thicker.
Your own hair would be. I can't even get.
Oh
Ew.
gosh,
Don't.
you don't want to use
Don't
that
do
one.
that.
Could you
That's
imagine?
so foul.
What,
I'm
my
gonna
armpits
lose-
are perfectly clean, by the
I
way.
can't afford to lose any more hair off of the top of my head.
I didn't really...
I have such thin hair.
Oh,
There,
that
no.
was easy.
I'm not gonna be able to floss with it.
Can I floss with this hair?
No, because you'll break right
No.
away.
Is this a real thing that people have done? Or
That'll
you make
break.
me
I mean, I've done it before, but
It's your one. Oh, it broke,
broken
yeah,
immediately?
you
and
have.
you're doing the wrong side.
It's on this side?
No, I mean like you were doing the wrong tooth.
I'm never going to get this out of my mouth, am I? How bad is it?
It's not that bad. You just. It's just
Ah! I'm going to get it.
okay.
Your hair was too weak.
Now we are going to actually do the podcast. Now that he's gone.
All right, did you get it out?
Okay, finally.
It was tough. I actually got it, and then it went to another tooth. And I had to get it out of that tooth. It was like, it
Should have just kept it.
might have been alive. It was in my mouth,
I don't know
but
what it was.
I think it was a sunflower seed. I have an
foul.
addiction.
It's gross.
Speaking of addictions,
It's the type of sunflower seeds that you eat too that smells not very great.
they smell delicious.
They do not smell.
They're Taco
that one?
Supremes.
We were like, did Duncan poop in here?
I'm pretty convinced that was Jared farting.
No.
And he's trying to blame it on my sunflower
All
seeds.
right, I have some of your sunflower seeds here actually. Taco Supreme.
All right, let's...
It's Taco Supreme sunflower seeds. Of course, it's gonna smell bad.
Biggs, you're welcome to send us some of these.
It's Taco Supreme.
Only Steve will be
You should have used the
participating
corner
in
of that
these.
to get it out.
Yeah, I do like to use these and
Actually-
just do that.
And a good idea is you integrate.
That does not smell like farts.
Smell it.
I don't
Jamie.
want to. They just don't smell good. I just.
They should integrate a floss piece into the side of the Biggs bag.
Okay, just so you know,
You're gonna need this
this is going to be in your disgusting teeth.
if you eat these constantly.
They will get
Gross
stuck in your
teeth.
teeth.
So I am a fan. Like, I appreciate being told that I have something in my teeth. Because it's disgusting walking around with something in your tooth all day.
Unless you can't get it out. Then I would just wish someone just wouldn't tell me. 'Cause then I'm
If
just
it's a
worried about it the whole
permanent,
time.
if it's a permanent thing in your mouth,
If it's something that I can't get out at the time, just
Top
let
3
it
ways
be.
to get something
Let
out of
it
your
be.
teeth. Nail biting,
Yes, you can use
bottle
a nail.
cap chewing.
Bottle caps are too thick to get
That
into
one
your
didn't work
teeth.
very well, as we
I
saw
just
here.
use floss when I have.
Well,
something in
obviously,
my teeth.
floss would be the number
I
one.
use a corner of a bag just like that. That type of plastic bag
Those
works.
do work too.
I don't get a lot of things stuck in my teeth.
I like the little floss ones. They have the little pointer toothpick on them that you can bend up, and I should just start carrying that around with me.
Yep.
I had braces when I was younger, and when I go to the dentist and they try to floss, they're always like, "Oh, you can tell you had braces because they're really tight." So I think it's hard to get things stuck in my teeth.
Oh, really?
But that makes it when you get something stuck,
It'll stay there.
it'll stay there for longer,
But-
right?
That's if I get something stuck in there. I haven't had, and I don't have a bad habit of eating sunflower seeds all the time.
So good.
You were saying,
So
speaking
good.
of habits.
Oh, that was me going to talk about my bottle. Oh, yeah. No, it wasn't. I do have another habit.
Yes,
My belly rumbling. I don't know if you can hear that, but... So, speaking of habits, I eat a lot. And I watch a lot of football. And Jamie's been watching football with me lately. We watched the game. We actually had a new discovery this week. I'm a big Arizona Cardinal fan. Cardinals, you're welcome to come join the podcast.
Ooh,
Not Kyler Murray can come on if he takes a smaller contract.
he's already too small.
And turns 18.
I don't understand any of this.
He looks like a little kid.
Oh, okay.
And
He might not be old enough to be on this podcast.
I
And
don't
it's
even know
probably-
Needs a
what he looks
parental
like.
parental signature.
I think
to
he's
be able to come
5'4",
on.
132 pounds.
I think 5'4" might be pushing it, but yeah.
He's probably...
You're saying I'm taller than this
He's
football
probably...
player?
Yeah,
What's
he's-
the hysterical? I can say all I want, but if he
He's
was
short.
standing right next to me, he'd probably be taller
Taller
than me.
than
For
you?
sure, in better shape than me. I'm probably faster, though.
don't think that.
I don't think I've ever lost to anybody in a race.
You just choose certain
Also, don't
people to
recall
race.
the last time I raced.
Exactly.
Taylor wants to race me. Do you think I could beat Taylor in a race?
Kyler Murray
you can
is
try.
5'10". He is taller than Steve.
Well, that's on the books.
True.
He
I mean,
might be.
it says he's 5'10", same height as Bryce Young, Russell Wilson, but I don't know.
Get a picture of him like standing next to somebody. No,
Yeah.
don't do it. This is a waste.
I mean,
Anyways,
he's pretty
it's football
short.
season and it's playoff season right now. And we watched the playoffs the other day. And like I said, I'm a huge Cardinal fan. And because of that, I assumed so was Jamie. That she just
Cardinal
developed
fan?
that she just developed my
I don't know why you would just
passion
assume that.
for the Cardinals.
I haven't.
And then we're watching the 49ers now that they're winning. And she's like, "Are we doing this?" And I was like, "We?"
Yeah, I was like, we're watching it. I was like, oh, is our team?
No, you said we.
Yeah, well,
Like you are a fan of the 49ers?
I was a fan of the 49ers before I ever met you.
She still is a fan of the 49ers. You can't be saying that when Cardinals aren't even close
We're
to
terrible.
the same level.
But how could you be a 49er fan?
Easily. Very easily.
It's like a disgrace.
They won a game, and
My
so
family
they're
feels
winners.
disgraced. Well, I mean, if it has to do
Number
with
one
winning,
seed.
I like
of the
cheering for
NFC.
winners.
what's the fun in that? Isn't that what football's all about, is cheering for the losers?
No, not if they don't ever have a comeback.
49ers barely won this last game anyways. They're probably going to lose to Detroit, which is going to be awesome. I will be
won't
actively
happen.
cheering for
Is
Detroit.
this a sports
It won't
podcast?
happen.
Because
Yeah.
I didn't sign up for this.
Should we get some highlights?
No, I don't.
But
I
it does
can
bring
run
us to
some
this
highlights.
next segment we wanted to go to.
Which is
Kelsey versus T Swizzy.
okay. So this is what I can get behind.
Okay, so I think,
Who put who on the map? Let's just start there.
I mean, obviously Taylor Swift put Travis Kelsey on the map.
Yes, it's pretty obvious. There's not even like
don't
I
know.
never even
a
heard of
question.
Taylor Swift
You don't
until
know.
Travis
It's not even
Kelce.
a question. So yes,
So
Taylor
you
Swift.
you said that wrong then. Travis
Taylor-
Kelsey put her on
I
the
know, I
map,
was
right?
joking. I was being sarcastic.
Yes, Taylor Swift put Travis Kelsey on the map.
Not true.
Name one thing that Taylor Swift has done that Travis Kelsey has not.
Okay, I'm not even gonna start.
Made $1 billion.
Yeah.
Dang it! See, I know more about Taylor Swift, though, than I think you know about football. And I'm convinced that if I can win this segment, I can convince you to become a Cardinal fan.
A Cardinal fan?
You were going to start cheering for the
Why
Cardinals.
not like a Chiefs
You have a
fan?
Cardinal shirt, don't
If you're
you?
talking about like Travis Kelsey, I'll just become a Chiefs fan rather than a Cardinal fan.
I'd rather you stay a
Yeah.
49er fan. I mean, what are we talking
Deal.
about here?
There's
I'll do it.
no way.
Can't believe after all these years of marriage, though, you like came out as a 49er fan this year.
What does that mean?
Cheer.
Came out
I was a
as
closet
a 49er
49er fan.
Yes.
So
The 49ers are just better.
So I need a jingle for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey. I need a little bit of help with this because I need it to be a Taylor Swift song. So it's got to be like, it's gotta be Kelsey.
That's not Taylor Swift.
That is too Taylor
And you
Swift.
think you're gonna win?
That's Taylor Swift. Okay, so it's got to be what's
You
another?
just did like an NSYNC song.
NSYNC.
That wasn't. That
No.
wasn't it?
Come on.
Or
So
was
it's
it
got to be
Backstreet Boys?
It is NSYNC.
Oh,
so
she's-
I don't even want
Taylor
to
Swift's
have
country
this
music.
conversation
Country music.
with either one of you.
So it's more like Don't break my Kelsey, my achy breaky Kelseys.
Like,
I
what?
Is
don't.
that Taylor Swift?
No.
Do you guys even know who sings that song? You
I
guys are
do.
too young for that. I quizzed.
I do.
I introduced that song to Taylor recently. So who sings it?
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Oh, I'm impressed. I didn't think you'd be
He's
able
a
to.
singer? I just thought it was Hannah Montana's dad.
Also,
He is a
AKA Hannah Montana's dad. So that'll be our next segment: Hannah Montana versus Billy Ray Cyrus. So let's go ahead and quiz each other. We're gonna find out who actually knows more about whether I know more about Taylor Swift or you know more about football.
Okay.
And then when I win, you become a Cardinal fan.
And
Officially,
what happens when I win?
you've been a Cardinal fan before.
And what happens when I win?
Well, nothing. Obviously.
Okay.
I'm not switching to become a 49er fan. I kind of cheered for the 49ers in this last game as a courtesy to your family and now apparently you. But I will not actively cheer for the Lions if I lose
they
this
win.
segment.
Okay, fine.
Because I am planning on...
I
mean,
feel
it's
like
gonna be
I'm
pretty
giving
easy
up a
because
whole
the
lot
Niners are
more
gonna
if I
blow 'em
lose
out.
this challenge than you are.
Do you know how hard it is to cheer not against the 49ers? I think most people would buy into my side of this.
Because you're not used to cheering because of you're a Cardinal fan.
I did go to a Cardinals game this year in Arizona and was a minority being a Cardinal fan. So that was awesome.
Pretty sad.
We won though, so
In their own stadium.
sorry, Cowboys. So I'm
I
glad
mean,
you're not a
Cowboys is
fan.
another whole story.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, are we still?
can't be
Are we
a
doing a
Cowboys
sports
fan.
podcast right now? Because
Do we want to do the highlights from this week before we get into this?
I would love. I no. I don't think that should.
Highlights: referees help 49ers win football.
not true.
Okay, ready? Who goes first?
I don't care.
What is a tight end?
A defensive position.
Oh, good gosh. This is gonna be a
Wow.
long day.
Did she just say tight end is a defensive position?
So they're on the outside.
Wow.
Oh no, they're the runners. They're one of the runners.
Not true.
I am going to dominate this competition. This is so far off and kind of offensive what you just said.
Aren't they on the outside of the field?
No.
Like on the bench? Is
They're
that
the
what you're
outside
trying
of
to
the offensive line, and they can go out and catch passes. Travis Kelsey
Is a tight end.
is a tight end. And
say? And he has a tight end.
that's a thing. Jeez, Jared. He is a good looking guy, though.
I agree.
Who's better looking, though? Travis or Jason?
Ooh.
What's the name of their podcast?
I don't know the name of their podcast,
All
but
for One or something like that?
Yeah.
They're a tiny podcast.
Right.
Travis
They don't deserve a shout out on our channel.
or Jason.
Travis or Jason? Who would you prefer?
I mean Travis, but
You like the
Jason
ruggedness a little bit? Oh, personality.
Jason personality more. Travis better
What about
looks.
body?
Travis.
What?
Dad bods.
Did you see him at the Chiefs game?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He went.
Oh, yeah.
He
He
went
jumped
off.
out of Taylor Swift's box with his shirt off.
Jason.
Jason.
Yes.
At Travis Kelsey's game.
Nice.
Who, by the way, was the tight end.
Okay, can I have a question now?
I mean, if you want, I've already kind of won, I feel like, with how badly that question went. You missed like 6 versions of that question.
What year was
She
Taylor
kept
Swift
trying to
born?
clarify herself, too.
What'd you say?
What year was Taylor Swift born?
Okay, I know it's one of 2.
I think I might know this, actually.
You cannot help.
It's the name of her album. So it's either 85 or 86. And I think it's 85.
It was neither, so.
Hold on. Let me take a guess here.
He's Googling over there.
You
I'm
can't
not
Google.
Googling. I'm just guessing.
Hold on. It's 80 something.
You can't. You said your answer.
I know, but
It's.
are you Googling it
Let's
over there?
see. No.
You can't.
I'm not Googling.
You are. What are
guessing.
you
He's
doing?
You can look
Googling.
over here. I'm not Googling. I'm going to say 89.
Jared's right. That's after a lot of. I said no to both of his answers. I should just
Well, you
keep
said
my mouth
85.
shut.
I was just thinking, she's older than me, but not like super older than me.
I thought she was your
And
age.
so
Not my age.
she's like 4
89.
years older than me.
Dang it. Okay, so I'm down
And
one.
real quick, which one's older, Travis or Taylor?
Taylor for sure older.
Yeah, I think Taylor's older, right?
Right?
They were born the same year.
But who's older?
You don't even know the
What
answer.
month was Travis born in?
I mean, what in the world?
And then I can tell you who's older.
Oh, you're asking. We have to Google that. I don't know what month Travis Kelsey was born in. They were born the same year?
Yeah.
What number is Travis Kelsey? I should know that. He's 87, right?
Because she has a song where she talks
I should have
about.
used that as a question.
Yeah, you should have used that one.
No, I got another one for her.
bad, I would've
I just
known it.
named positions.
I would have
apparently.
known it.
She just guesses random
What
stuff.
is the running back?
Is that the guy who throws it?
Haha. Next question.
Oh, okay. Who was the last Super Bowl winning quarterback for your 49ers?
Is this a Travis Kelsey versus Taylor Swift game?
You're supposed
I decided it was football verse.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
just
just
doing
straight
any kind of
football
football, which
Okay,
is
fine.
so
Okay,
like
fine. You want me to stick to Travis
broad.
Kelsey?
I
Okay.
have to pick one person. He's like, I'll do the entire any team.
I'll stick to Travis Kelsey. Not that I'm a Travis Kelsey expert,
Okay.
but we'll stick with Travis Kelsey.
What college did he go to?
That's a good one. What college did Travis Kelsey go
Did
to?
both of them go to? Him and his brother.
I might even accept like what city or what place were they raised in or anything. If you get close, I'll take it.
I mean, I don't think it's Philadelphia, but I think it is because that was like their family fan. So I know it's back east. I would just say Philadelphia. I don't know.
I mean, that's not the college, but that is where they grew up.
It's close.
So I will accept that as a correct answer because I said I would. Philadelphia. I didn't think you'd guess that because it was one of the teams that they played for. So
Where was Taylor Swift born? Now, if we're
Nashville.
talking about places that
no, there's no way she's born in Nashville.
Texas.
She moved to Nashville probably.
Any country singer comes from Nashville.
So Taylor Swift is from Georgia.
Philadelphia.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem like a Philadelphia person.
So am I losing officially right now? Is that what just happened?
Maybe.
Shoot. Okay.
So they kind of have like a history. They're both from.
Were they dating when they were born? No. Did we ever discover when?
I think Taylor Swift's dad is a fan of the Eagles.
I could get
But
behind
that's not
Eagles
the team
fans.
that Travis
Doesn't
plays
matter.
for.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
that's
Still
true.
in the family.
It is in the
Still
family.
a major family bonding.
Because I think Travis
experience.
Kelsey would say he was an Eagles fan, right?
Probably.
So, all right.
And where I'm curious. Yeah. I
You
don't
ready
know
for this?
Where they. What? Okay. What?
Where what?
Where the Kelsey's like what part of Phil like if it how
Oh, like if
close
they're
it
close?
was.
I know
Okay, just go
Are
on.
we stalking them now?
Just go
like,
on.
This is gonna turn into like
Yeah,
a.
this is creepy.
This makes sense though. So they're from the same place. Okay, I'm ready. Who is Travis Kelsey's coach? This should be an easy one for you.
I know. I just don't know his name. The fat guy with the mustache.
Wow.
Jeez.
Across
Wow.
his face.
I
Reddish
mean,
hair.
you're not wrong so
round
far.
face. Bald.
Where else did he
Dish.
coach as well?
Oh yeah. I mean that's a secondary question, but go ahead. What's his name?
I want Bill. No.
No.
Bill.
Starts with an A.
Are you lying?
I mean,
I know Jared's giving you major hits
I'm
over
giving
here.
you
Actually,
major hints.
I don't know what starts with an A. This name that
You
starts with
got
an
a
A.
friend in me.
Jared
Oh,
just says
Alan, but
now Alan actually does make sense with that. What with your hints?
yeah.
guess-
Because Tim
But-
Allen was the guy who played
Yeah.
the voice.
No.
So,
And Alan is a first name.
but
But it's
Andy.
even easier than that.
Andy Reid.
Oh, okay.
Andy Reid. So you're wrong on that one.
I know what he looks like.
She was going to guess Bill Belichick,
She was.
but that's because he's the only coach you might know.
Yeah. But I do know.
You knew who he
like,
was. You described him very well.
I know what he
I'm a
looks
little
like.
offended by the fat comment. I think he might be too. I think
I
he
don't
likes.
think he would be offended by it.
I think he makes a lot of jokes about it.
Yeah, but
Obviously.
sometimes that's like a defense mechanism to protect himself.
Funny fact, I know Andy Reid's son-in-law.
Nice.
Sounds like
He
a
was
lie.
my teacher in the MTC
There you go.
All right.
when he was coaching for
I don't
Utah.
know what
the Eagles.
the Eagles.
He
I thought
was
you were
the
talking about
Eagles
your
coach
buddy.
before.
No.
No.
So yeah, he did coach the Eagles also, which is another interesting fact, right?
Yes. There's just intertwined.
Are they meant to be? Are Travis Kelsey?
How long are they going to last is the real question.
Are they already married? Is the
No,
other question.
they're not already
Possibly.
married.
Would
No
you be
way.
surprised if they were already married?
No.
I would. I don't think they're married.
I think they're married. Engaged. Let me take back married. This is a strong way to say it. Engaged.
I give it maybe a year or two.
Okay. What is Taylor Swift's first single?
First single? The country one?
I'm not saying what it is. What is it?
I know this one. It's the letter one, right? Or is it the one? Is it the
Is it the high school sweetheart one?
Can you not be helping
I don't.
in any
I
way,
thought I
shape,
was
or
in
form?
this.
No, you get two people to
You were
answer
perfectly
questions.
fine when he was helping you with the
I
last
gave
one.
you big hints.
He didn't because he made me say the wrong name.
I did not make you say anything.
I mean, the Tim Allen at least worked on that one. Okay, so shoot. Can you hum the song for me?
No.
Marry me, Juliet.
Yeah, fine. You can hum that all you want.
Is it that one? Check yes, Juliet. No, that's something else.
Say yes.
I'll
Say
even-
yes.
I'll even go along with you saying, is that the song?
Say yes.
Is that the one? Is that the
No,
right song?
it's not. You're not even on the right song.
Teardrops
so
on
I
my
don't-
guitar.
No.
No?
Don't break my heart.
My
It's
achy,
Tim
breaky
McGraw.
heart.
Oh.
That's another country singer.
Sing it.
I'm not going to sing.
You
I'm
don't
not
Do your best
know
Taylor Swift.
it.
People say you look like Taylor
No.
Swift. I want to hear your
I do
impression.
not look like her.
Someone
I'm not
get her
singing.
a guitar.
I'm not singing.
I just whip a guitar out of nowhere. Well, at least like give us. I don't know the song.
I don't
Like
know
you
what
got
the
to give me
song
the
is.
little.
You just said
If you
another
just
name.
don't know it, I don't. That's the name is Tim McGraw when she sings
a
about
different
when
country.
I
What's the
hear
chorus?
Tim McGraw.
You can't just go Tim
Tim
McGraw.
McGraw.
Are you making this up?
No, that's her song.
All right, all right. No, I guess we'll get back to Travis Kelsey, the more famous of the two.
Sure.
All right. I could just go with what's the name of the podcast, but I don't know the name of it either. So that's not
Can't
really
ask
fair.
a question that you don't know.
Let's see. Well, you asked who was older. We never solved that one either, did we?
I mean, I was just saying that they're the same age. Because you said that Taylor Swift is older by
Okay,
far. And I was
that
like,
makes
well,
sense.
I guess if you're going to pinpoint by months.
Okay,
they're
Travis
born the
Kelsey.
same year.
Travis Kelsey. Let me think of a good. What?
Because she technically was born like the very end
So
of the
he's
year.
probably
So
older. If he's in the same year. That makes sense. When's her birthday?
in December, like 13th.
All right.
It's a little creepy that you know this much. Like you're like the way that you're just like
She's also like ready to like see what area in Philly they both grew in. I think she might be a stalker.
What's your question?
Okay. So we already got the problem is I spouted out some things that I probably would have asked about Travis Kelsey.
And when is this over? Like when you decide that you think that you've won? Since I'm one ahead,
Yes.
can we just end it now?
that is how this game works.
Correct.
Like how long are we spending on this
all
segment?
right. One more.
One more and you started it.
I know. So basically, wait. I guess I should wait.
Okay, now.
So one more. And if you get this right, you win.
I'm already winning, so
No, because then we'll tie.
you haven't gotten any right.
Who asked the first question?
You did.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question. If you get it right, you officially win.
Okay, fine.
Isn't that how that works?
Yeah, I guess.
And if
Or
you-
we could just end now and I won.
Well, why would anybody want to do something horrific
Because
like
I could
that?
end by saying my question that you got wrong. So go on.
All
What?
right. Who is the better dresser,
Oh God.
Jason or Travis Kelsey?
The better dresser?
Yes.
Best dressed.
More fashionable. I'll
More
say, no.
Oh, you're gonna say fashionable?
For dads.
Okay, Jason.
Well,
Because he's wearing sandals with socks and
I doubt
Comfy
Taylor actually like
sweatpants.
dresses herself. Doesn't she have like a
he's
stylist?
asking Jason and Travis, not Taylor and Travis.
Oh, between Jason?
You weren't even
Oh, I thought you were saying
listening.
Taylor.
Oh, yeah. You're saying who's more fashionable, Taylor or Travis? That's a
Yeah.
tough one. Who would you say?
I would say Taylor because he wears some pretty ridiculous things.
He does wear some pretty ridiculous things, but I watched the concert and she wears some pretty ridiculous things.
Yeah, she's performing.
Is that not the same?
No, it's different. When she's just out,
She wore like a homemade sweatshirt the other day. It was a big thing. Somebody on your 49ers team, his wife made it.
Kyle Juszczyk.
What did you say his name
Kyle
was?
Juszczyk.
Oh.
His
mom.
wife.
Something
His
else.
mom?
or his wife.
His
His
wife.
His wife.
His wife.
You got it wrong then.
Okay, that wasn't even the question.
Wrong.
All
We
right,
win.
so
We win.
officially,
I win.
Jamie wins. She knows more about Travis Kelsey. Problem is, I thought we were gonna do football. Would have dominated that.
Well, you can just pick any football at all, and I have to stick with one person.
Who won the Super Bowl in 1988?
Gosh,
Who did win the Super Bowl in 1988?
I don't know or care. I was
See,
only 4 years
If
old.
I don't know for sure either, but I'd guess it's either the Niners or Broncos.
I was only 4 years old, so
In 88?
hard to know.
88.
Why are we even talking about this right now?
Or was it the Bears?
Bears.
Who is your favorite football team, though?
49ers.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh,
I liked Steve Young.
that's fair.
He was good looking.
Yeah, that's also fair.
Fun to watch.
Great name.
The Redskins won in the 1988. They defeated the Broncos.
I was close, though. I knew who was in it.
Won 42-10.
42-10?
They destroyed them. Jeez.
That's embarrassing.
Now the Redskins don't exist.
The Commanders.
Now they're the Commanders.
That was my next question for you.
No, we're done.
Can we just keep going until I get ahead?
Nope.
I need you to be a Cardinals fan. This is really embarrassing to our family.
I mean, maybe the Cardinals should start winning more and I'll like them.
So you are a front runner. What if we hired Steve Young as a general manager? Would you switch to being a Cardinals?
Yeah.
I think
So
I
you
could.
only like Steve Young. Is that it?
Yeah.
That's fair. Steve Young, he's
Have
fun
you
to
ever
watch.
seen Nick Bosa?
You're saying the good looking quarterback? Is that what you're saying?
Not the
That was Jimmy
quarterback.
Garoppolo. He's not a Niner anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he doesn't
I
count.
remember people talking about
She
him.
liked him. No?
He's all right.
Name one player
Nick
on the
Bosa's-
49ers.
Nick Bosa's
I don't know any
way
of the
better
name
looking.
players on the 49ers or Cardinals.
That's not true. You know the Cardinals player.
I
guarantee
do
you.
not know any. Couldn't tell you one.
Who's the quarterback for the 49ers?
I don't know.
Who's the quarterback for the
Oh,
Cardinals?
Purdy.
Ooh.
Oh, she did. No.
I did.
What about
And
the
who's the
running
quarterback
back?
for the Cardinals? You know this too.
We just barely talked about how
We
short
did
he was.
talk about him.
I know, but I don't know that name. I never heard it before.
Oh my goodness.
It's because he's kind of irrelevant. He's just
It's reasonable.
Sorry,
there.
next section.
Christian McCaffrey.
All right, we're just going to make a list of players
That's
you
the
might
next
like.
Section.
Oh, what was our next section? I already forgot what we're doing next.
We
I'm
were
so
talking about our
distressed.
worst injuries.
Ooh. So as we're moving on from football, we're going to move on to what was your worst injury?
Are we really going to talk about this right now?
We are going to talk about injuries. And I think we should probably stick with sports related since we're a sports podcast.
We are not a sports podcast.
Jared?
What kind of podcast are we then?
Yeah,
Why
if we're not
am I
sports.
here?
We just talked about Travis Kelsey
Why
and
am
football.
I here?
That is a good question. Do you want to
You
switch
don't like
seats?
sports?
No, I mean, if it's going to be a sports podcast, I'll go find something else to do.
You don't like talking about Travis Kelsey?
I don't like talking about sports necessarily.
But Travis Kelsey.
He's okay
What
for
would
right
you
now.
rather talk about?
I don't know.
She does have some new big upcoming ideas that she does like cleaning ASMR. She was telling me.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I will probably be starting a brand new TikTok of just myself cleaning.
She's not joking. She's serious. She loves it.
I could sit and watch other people clean and just the sounds of them cleaning all day long. It's like therapeutic.
I think that's a sickness.
Call it what you want, Jared.
That's a
feel better.
sickness.
And I'll be able to clean and produce content. It's like killing two birds with one stone.
So this next segment is going to be called Break a Leg.
Break a leg.
But worst sports-related injury, and I think it's only appropriate if we start off with Jared.
Why me?
Because the obvious thing for me to say would have been Jamie. But
Yeah, so we'll start with Jamie then.
we're going to move on to Jared. Jared, what's your worst sports-related injury that you've ever had? Have you ever been hurt playing a sport?
Yes.
I guess it depends on what you count playing a sport, but go for it.
What is that? What are you trying to do?
Because I'm pretty sure I know what you're going to say, and I wouldn't say you were playing a sport. But go for it.
I broke my finger. Playing flag football
That's what he's going with.
Playing flag football.
in recess in the 8th grade.
Right.
That's my worst sports
He's
injury.
deflecting now.
I don't know. I've gotten hurt a lot though.
But what is your worst?
Worst one is I broke my collarbone
Oh, she knew it too.
I know it.
diving for a baseball and hitting a wall and injury.
What really happened,
Having to
Jared?
go through surgery.
We were all here. We were all there for that
and-
one.
Were you there?
I was there. I watched it happen.
And you saw how epic it was.
Can I tell the story without any interruptions?
No, you may not,
Yes.
because this is my story.
I won't interrupt
You're
you.
the one that asked
Lied.
me about my story.
Jamie,
So,
this is
we're in a
Jamie's sports show.
championship game
Let her
here.
go.
We're in a
Exactly.
championship soccer
Let me
game.
go. Let me go. We were in
That
an
is
indoor
wrong.
soccer field, and the other team did not show up. And so we decided to scrimmage ourselves, grabbed a few people. We're just playing on the field for fun, and Jared decides to kick it up, and he's like, it's in the air, and he decides to do a bicycle kick, flings himself backwards and breaks his collarbone. He wasn't even playing an actual game.
It was a. You just said a scrimmage game.
Against ourselves.
Did you not say a scrimmage game?
No, I mean,
You said
it
a scrimmage
really
game.
wasn't any of that.
And I kicked it up.
No rules.
Did
no
he
nothing.
even kick the ball?
I did kick the ball, and it went
know,
to the goal.
Eh,
I know for a fact it
it
did.
went somewhere. And then he laid there. Broke his own collarbone.
Those floors are like, there's like concrete underneath those. They're dangerous.
Yeah, you kinda
Jared's with the
flung
NFL
yourself.
people. He wants grass
I want
fields.
grass. Actually, it's so true. Grass is so much softer.
So that was Jared's worst injury.
That wasn't so bad.
I had
He walked that right off.
Yeah, right. So one bone went over the top. I had to get surgery, had 8 screws and a plate. I still have them in there.
And could that have been avoided?
No, I had to score the goal.
The bicycle kick backwards and everything
From like half field. It wasn't
couldn't
like
have been avoided in any
I
way.
mean, the half field, it's a
Shape or
small
form.
field, so it's not.
I guess it was unavoidable.
It was unavoidable. I couldn't.
when
I
you're being
couldn't have-
competitive, things happen, you know?
Sure. With yourself.
Not with myself. It was against other people.
No one else was competing.
Yes, they
Or
were.
around you, I think, when it
I
happened.
think everyone was just kind of laughing and
Not true. I shot it. I shot a goal.
Who was more upset? Jared, Brianna, or Mike when that happened?
And these names are his dad is Mike and Brianna is his sister.
Who do you think was the, or you? Who was the most upset about your injury, you think? This is a tough question. I don't know if I know the
don't
answer.
know. I mean, off the bat, like I was just like stunned. I was just like, oh shoot, something's wrong. I think reaction wise, probably Brianna.
Probably. I was laughing.
Disappointed wise, probably my dad.
Very disappointed in how it happened.
Baseball!
And watching it happen.
And yeah, probably.
Yep.
But not fun.
Well, that was Jared's sports injury,
That counts as a sports injury.
right?
Sure does.
So we'll move on to mine,
Go for it.
which I've never actually been really injured in anything. I did break a toe jumping off a trampoline once. Does that count as a sports injury?
Yes, I guess so.
The closest I would call to an injury was I collided with another player and was knocked completely unconscious. That was also playing softball, and I was in like 6th grade, so I don't know if that really counts either.
If mine doesn't count, that definitely does not count. I mean, I've been knocked out a few times in wrestling and football, but
Yeah, not me. I mean, when I was on the golf team, I had a couple times where things got close
you
and
got a
questionable.
terrible
Got a little
case of turf
dicey.
toe.
I was a little, my back was a little sore.
Terrible case of turf toe.
Can't even get that playing. I did.
Never even heard of
I did
turf
have a
toe.
golf coach total a golf car with his body. Not a golf car, a real car. Kind of a golf car. It was one of those spiders. You ever see those like Mitsubishi
He
spiders?
just
or whatever?
threw his
No, is
body
that like
onto
a smart
the
car?
It was raining. There was no smart cars when I was in high school,
Yeah,
Jared.
but is it like the equivalent of a smart car?
Yeah, like a smart. You're saying smart, like the kind that it looks like. Yes.
They're like
It
tiny.
was tiny, really small, and he wasn't small. And he was wearing his golf spikes in the parking lot, and I grew up in a place where it was rainy, and he went sliding down the hill, smashed right into his car, and literally totaled his own car with his body.
What kind of
Wow.
insurance claim do you get with that?
How
Oh
much,
my
how much did
gosh.
he weigh?
Whoa, whoa.
I mean, to total a car with your
He's a
body?
big guy.
I don't think I
he
could
was
do
also
that.
big, though. Like, he probably was like 6'5",
Well, yeah,
3
that's what I'm saying.
something.
Like that still means he weighs a lot.
380, 400.
Jeez. It's like a wrecking ball coming down the hill. Boom.
And he just wrecked that car.
Nice.
That was my sports injury, though, is I collided with another little kid and got knocked unconscious. I just don't have any sports injuries. I was played smarter, not injured,
Not harder.
or was not as good.
Competitive, or-
I was competitive. I have my glory day stories of me on the golf team all day.
Bowling too, right?
I did do bowling in college. Did you do any sports in college? I didn't think so. Was it a class? Not a team?
Ouch.
Yes.
I heard you were on a powder puff team.
That's true. We were on the same team, actually, in college.
Were you not?
This doesn't even count.
I don't even know if I ever.
I
I didn't
don't
play.
think I count the bowling team with Steve as a
It doesn't
count
count.
either.
My bowling team. I
I'm
wasn't.
pretty sure that's
It
just a
wasn't a bowling
class.
team. It was a class.
Selective.
It was an elective class. As a freshman, that for sure does not count. And I don't know if bowling. Either same with golf. I was always told if you can drink beer and smoke cigarettes or cigars when you're playing, is it really a sport?
I mean, I would say no, but
I mean, anything's possible. In any sport, I mean, you really
I
could if you
guess.
wanted to.
I don't know if you could.
you could get a lot away
you-
with a lot playing baseball.
Yeah, baseball you can get away.
I mean,
with.
football, you could be in the back, secondary, just smoking a cigar, I guess. Waiting. I mean, I've seen, what's that, Mean Machine, Longest Yard. I'm pretty sure they're smoking while
That's
they're
true.
playing.
All right, so there's no such thing as sports.
Sports
Good.
is just a.
Let's move on to the next most important injury of all. Jamie, what was your worst sports injury?
Here, you got to lift up your leg. I can't see it in the
one that
camera.
I am currently.
She's currently healing from that.
Yes. I
That's your
have
worst
a
injury, really?
broken leg.
I mean, it's not just a broken leg. Let's get into the details of what happened and everything. Come on, give us the
I
full
have
story.
a tibia plateau fracture. So my femur broke my tibia because I got hit in the knee, and my MCL completely tore.
And what sport were you playing?
Soccer.
So
Tell us the
you
story.
can't say
Tournament.
I. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can't say I. Mine doesn't count.
I was
when you
in an actual tournament,
not really just standing
playing
there
in
and you
an
got taken
actual
out.
game, swinging.
Swinging what?
I was shooting on the goal.
So
and
was
my
I.
left leg was planted, and a girl dove at me, and her knee hit my knee, and she broke my leg,
And tore your MCL, right?
tore my MCL.
And you had to keep your leg in a perfectly straight position for what?
Well,
4
like
weeks?
5 weeks.
5 weeks?
5 weeks perfectly
Like,
straight.
Straight.
And then I was in for 6 weeks I couldn't walk on it.
And you're not even wearing a brace right now.
No.
She's
it
healed then.
bothers me.
You ready to go play?
No, I can't even bend my legs, so
Do you think you will play soccer again?
I don't know.
This year.
This year? I'd hope so.
I would
but
say no this year.
who knows?
Ooh, I think she can do it. I think she'll do it. I think she'll get in and play some soccer this year.
We'll see. I don't know.
I don't know. Wheelchair soccer? Is that what we're talking
Whoa.
about?
I got rid of
Whoa.
my wheelchair 2 weeks ago.
She's moved on from the wheelchair, got rid of the
I mean,
crutches.
I've seen some people play like wheelchair soccer. I think it's called Rocket League, but like it looks pretty legit.
I'm down.
Have you seen some of those videos? They spin and like
It's probably
hit it
hard.
What are they hitting it with?
with the foot pedals.
With the foot pedals?
Yeah,
I mean,
I think it's a Special Olympics game.
my problem is I can't even bend my leg, so my leg would be sticking out there.
Oof.
That wouldn't feel too great.
I think we should just train you for the Special Olympics to be on the wheelchair soccer team.
Sure.
I mean, I think that'd be awesome.
It's pretty depressing when anyone that I talk to is like, that's one of the worst injuries to recover from. I'm like, well, that's great.
You've been really enjoying physical therapy though, and that's been nice.
I have enjoyed it immensely.
No. Doctor has a thing called the bender or whatever. Is he a doctor? Is a physical therapist a doctor?
Yes.
Yes, it is a doctorate degree.
Yes,
Yeah, that's.
they have
I
to.
think that was a fair question. I didn't know. And
He's a
invented it.
chiropractor or doctor.
I mean, I don't know if that's a conversation we're ready for.
I mean, I think they have to. Do they have
they?
to have their doctorate?
I don't think they have a doctorate.
I don't
I
think
don't
so
know.
either.
I don't think chiropractors don't have doctorates.
I did have a chiropractor sign notes for me in wrestling for ringworm and stuff. That's probably
Yeah,
shady.
that's shady. That is not.
But
That
yes,
is
a
not
physical
correct.
therapist is
I love you too.
a doctor. Is that something you could have gone into, Jared? Being
What?
in physical therapy?
Yes.
Your degree?
Yeah. So I with my degree, I could go into anything medical based. I just need to go to medical school of some sort. So I could go to physical therapy medical school. I could go to dentistry surgery. It's just kind of those bases for anything medical based.
Yeah. I had to sit on the bender, is what he called it.
Oh, yeah, the bender.
And he tied my leg to the back of it to make it bend.
It sounds like a torture machine.
Yeah. Put all kinds of like heat and stuff, and then grab like a strap that you would strap a motorcycle to the back of a truck.
But what does the
Wrenched
bender
my leg
do?
back. It helps you're bending your knee.
Oh.
Just forcing it
So
to
it's not
bend.
bender like went on a weekend long drug alcohol trip. It's like
man, she had
your
fun.
knee bending.
No, my knee actually.
Gotcha. I just making sure I knew what we were talking about here. What this doctor invented that you're going to see.
Oh my gosh.
Went on a bender with my with my physical therapist.
I thought I had some questions that needed to be answered. Awesome. So that was our injury segment for the day.
Yeah.
Who had the worst then? Whose is the worst injury?
Mine for sure.
Mine.
I mean, I think I'm eliminated.
Steve's was pretty close with that turf toe.
I
probably had
broke
some
my toe jumping
athlete's
off that
foot.
trampoline. It hurt.
Some athlete's foot, you know.
Mine is worse because first off, I was actually like competing when it happened. I didn't
That
do it
doesn't
to myself.
that has
It
nothing to do
involved
with injury.
another person injuring me, not myself injuring myself.
Do you know that non-contact injuries are actually worse than contact injuries? That is actually true.
So
Look
you're-
it up.
Football non-contact injuries are.
Do you think yours
Let's
was worse than
figure
hers, though?
out. Let's figure out which one is worse.
I wouldn't want anything to do with my knees.
It's really the body part more than anything else,
it's
right?
the area of the body part. Like
Yeah.
the break,
Your break may have been
my
worse.
break,
Yeah,
like
if
it
it
kind of
was
because
over-
mine splintered. Like one.
So
bone
he had
went
a
over the
plate and 8
other.
screws. I have a plate and 5 screws. But
But I wouldn't want anything to do with knees. Knees
Yes.
are just
Any
there's a lot of
joint,
things
really.
going on in joints. But then like collarbones is a kind of a common injury, but usually just put a sling on it because you can't really cast it up. But mine in that way that it kind of splintered, one went over the top, it splintered, and then they had to put a screw inside of it, then open it, put it back together.
I don't recall you recovering from it, though.
I mean,
That just
It just
phased
sat
out of
there
my
for a
mind,
while.
apparently, whatever happened.
it hurt pretty bad. It was.
I remember you being
But
hurt.
the thing with recovering of that is I could walk.
he's moving around. You just
So I'm able
can't
to
be-
walk. I just couldn't move my arm, like in
But did you have to
breathing
go to like
hurt and stuff like
physical
that.
therapy?
I mean, they
Because
gave
it
me
wasn't-
physical therapy stuff to do.
Yeah, because it
But I
wasn't as
didn't go
much
in.
of a range of motion.
Yeah,
People in my physical therapy class mostly are like knee injuries,
Lower body injuries are you have to go through more of that.
knee issues, ankle issues.
and
'Cause
you
that's
have
more of just
muscles
way of
involved,
life
too.
walking. Getting back to being able to walk and way of life type stuff, where upper body is a little bit more. You can still walk, you can still do other things, but I mean,
But I could get CTE or something from my brain injury that I got when I was a kid. Brain injury sounds worse than knee injuries.
possibly.
I know, but
Depending.
You're not the only person with a concussion.
I feel like he always brings up his illness in every single.
Not that brain injury.
I mean, I've had a lot of concussions too. Have you had concussions?
Yes, I have.
I think anybody who's played sports,
Some type of sport.
because you've gotten hammered with soccer balls and stuff. I'm sure that'll do it.
Yeah, I lost my vision. Soccer ball smacked me straight in the face. But I also just had concussions slipping and falling upstairs in the kitchen, so. Oh, and I did run into somebody did smack me in the face. I got 2 black eyes and a concussion playing soccer.
Good times. So that brings us to our next. Did we do a jingle for that last segment?
We did not.
It was actually very nice that there was no
You
jingle.
just said break a leg.
All right, we have a game for this next section.
Oh no.
This game is called Guess the Sound.
Guess the sound. That's not a song. I'm losing the. I don't know if I've got any more jingles in me.
I think you should just stop. I think
We
it's
should just say, guess the sound.
Guess the sound.
I don't think we need jingles, Steve. Okay. So the way this game's gonna work is I have a few different sounds
You want to
that
guess 'em?
you guys will have to guess. Do you guys have the whiteboards?
No.
Okay. We can do it without the whiteboards.
I was not told to
The
come
way you
prepared
looked
with
at me like that
whiteboards.
was like,
I was not told to come prepared with whiteboards.
okay.
Jared.
So we're gonna be listening to random sounds, and you guys have to guess what it is. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
A fart.
Not true.
Oh, that's what I heard over
Okay.
there.
Burst sound.
I have to close my eyes so I can hear better. It's just a song.
Just wait. You have 10 seconds.
Are you starting to guess now?
Ice skates.
No, that's
Ice skating.
snowshoes. Wait, are we supposed to just keep guessing? Like, what are we doing here?
Oh, we keep guessing?
Okay, so
I don't know if this game was very
We
clear.
need the rules.
I'm playing it for 10 seconds, and then you guys can
If we had a whiteboard, we would have written one thing.
talk about it.
Okay, so
Oh.
we
So you
so we
keep
could
guessing.
just keep saying until someone says it right.
So
Yeah.
like, it was obviously somebody like, it sounded like walking in snow of some type.
You'll tell us if we're right or wrong then when we say it.
Yes. I mean, I only know the first one. The other ones I'll play with you because I don't know the other ones.
All right.
So
And that sounded like scraping of some sort.
it was like, I feel like, crunchy in the snow. Jared?
I mean, I know the answer to this one, so I can't help you out.
We're not right, though.
You are not right.
Well, then it could be like gravel,
Does it
too.
have anything to do with cold weather?
No. Scraping was your closest that you're at.
Oh.
It's some sort of scraping.
Ice, scraping ice, that's cold weather. Off your windshield.
Yes.
What else could be that sound? Scrape.
Oh my gosh, she has to
That
make
sounded
it
more
with
like a
this
pig.
Is it like me scratching my bum when I
one.
wake
Now,
up in the morning?
ew, now I can't even hear
Not true.
the sound in my head anymore after you made that noise.
Are you imagining the sound?
So you're picturing that in your head now?
That's rough.
Do you hear sounds too?
Are you trying to replay him in my head?
I wonder if I don't know if I hear sounds in my head. Is it like digging a hole?
That
So
sounds so weird.
I hear a plate in there.
A plate?
Don't you hear the plate?
It sounds like an
Is this
animal
chewing?
eating off of. If it's
It
chewing,
does sound like an animal, doesn't it? But it's
Yeah.
not.
This is what it sounds like when my kids chew next to me.
It does sound like a plate, like something's.
It's not like a shovel?
hitting a plate.
Mm-mm.
But
you
that's
guys ready for it?
disturbing if it
Yeah, I
has
have
to do
no
with
idea.
eating.
The correct answer is spreading peanut butter on toast on a
What?
plate.
That is like. Do you have like a maximum?
Okay, so this
Listen
isn't
to that,
volume,
listen
isn't.
There's no way that sounds like spreading.
Yeah, maybe if you're like,
butter.
is this like ASMR sound guessing
Yes,
then?
I think
Okay,
it's
like maybe that
ASMR.
should have been clarified.
This is
So
aggressive
it's
spreading.
extremely
of peanut
hard
butter.
sound guessing game. Is to see how good your ears are.
Oh my gosh.
All right, we're gonna go on to the next one.
It does not sound like that when I spread peanut butter on a piece of toast.
Spreading peanut butter on toast on a plate. Here we go. I don't know these ones now.
This is disturbing.
Is that like a shotgun in the ocean?
You know, that sounds like almost like a match, doesn't it? Kind of.
A match.
Doesn't that sound like a match?
A
Like,
match?
do you hear the fire? It doesn't sound like fire, like a, whoosh,
It sounds like wind.
and then you hear the, like fire almost.
But there's a crunch at the end.
I don't know
There's
about
a
this one.
crunch.
This is a weird
I
game.
don't like this segment.
This one's
This
tough.
segment stinks.
They're weird.
The correct answer is peeling a banana.
This makes no sense.
Peeling a banana.
Who's recording these sounds?
I
Are
guess
they
like the
rubbing the-
pull, like the pulling it.
What if this person just
peeling.
like put a bunch of sounds in and was like, this
Put
is.
everything. All right, here's number
Scratching
three.
your
Here's number
armpit.
3. Let's see. So that answer was peeling a banana.
No.
The game's over too.
We're not going to get any of these. It's like putting a VHS in the recorders would sound like.
Kind of, or a typewriter.
It does. I mean, not quite typewriter. I don't think.
You know when you used to push the VHS in and it would like suck
and
it
it,
in?
like spin the wheels and make the tape turn.
But I feel like that's higher pitch. It's
Like
like,
a cassette tape.
I don't
Yeah,
think
but
it's
did
that.
any of the other sounds sound the right pitch or anything? Like peeling a banana is not a sound.
I mean, if you put a
I
microphone
never
close
knew
enough to
that
it, then
peeling a
it can
banana
make a
made a
sound.
sound.
That one, that's
This is-
something electrical. I
It's
know
probably
that.
like an ant walking on sand. It's the soda machine.
Take
It sounds like a.
Like,
But it's
possibly.
not. That would be so loud on this. It would
That
sound
would
like
be
a
really loud.
gunshot. Can't say that.
I don't know what that is.
I don't even know what to guess. This is the worst game ever. Jared's really into it though.
I don't know.
It's something electrical. The VHS is pretty close to it.
Okay, what is it?
DVD player opening.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty
I say
close.
I get it.
That makes
DVD
sense though. With
player
it coming out,
opening.
that at least sounds like the sound of like the
Yes.
it opening out and go, kind of thing. So I can get that.
DVD player opening.
Should we
okay.
explain what a DVD player is for all those people
Maybe.
that are too young for that out there? That's what we used to listen to music on
Number
or
4.
watch movies on.
Dumping change out. I don't know.
No, that's it sounds more like a
Scratching?
scratching, almost like
But
a.
it's like in a rhythmic sound.
Is it peeling like a potato?
Oh my gosh. We're back to more food.
That's like it's so like.
It was pretty rhythmic. It's a hose spraying something.
Or ripping a paper.
Maybe.
Okay, those are your guesses.
I guess. I love this game.
Spraying deodorant.
Hose was close then.
Spraying deodorant.
Okay.
That one at least makes sense too. I can get behind
Or
that.
hairspray.
Or hairspray.
Still
or some
doesn't
shit.
sound anything like doing it though.
Brushing your teeth.
Brushing your teeth. That's
That's gross.
You sure?
you like the sound of that?
I don't like this one.
I thought you
Ew.
said you liked the sound of people cleaning.
Not cleaning their teeth. Not cleaning their body
You
parts. No,
said
thank
you
you.
liked the sound of people
No,
cleaning.
thank you.
It's true.
That's really gross.
This isn't your ASMR.
No.
This is your type.
That's brushing your teeth and
Yeah,
it's
brushing
nasty.
teeth with a toothbrush. That one was easy.
What if it says something other than a toothbrush?
brushing your teeth with a hairbrush.
Ew.
Flossing your teeth with hair.
I think someone just fell.
But there's like almost like a zipper at the end of it. Like you hear the zzz.
I didn't hear zit. Holy
I'm
Yeah.
going with someone falling on the ground.
I think it's like dropping a pile of dirt kind of thing that you're shoveling.
Ripping off a paper towel from the roll.
That sounds very aggressive.
That is an aggressive rip.
This is the worst game of all time.
That is
That
a
doesn't
rip.
even sound like it.
The hit is what doesn't make it.
I think we all know what this is.
That's peeing.
Pouring a glass.
It's clearly urinating. This is not helping because I do need to go.
It's pouring a glass.
Does that make you need
water.
to
What is the drink that it's going to pick? You think it's water? Iced tea.
pouring water into a bottle?
Water.
Pouring water into a bottle.
Yeah, right. That's the sound of somebody peeing. And just put that down there.
That sounds like the vending machine.
Stapler.
Yeah, I would say probably vending machine. It falling down,
I think
like
it's
the
a
drink
stapler.
falling down.
Like a ch-ch.
No.
Maybe.
Toast popping up from the toaster.
What's this person's obsession
That
with
does-
toast?
Yeah, that does make sense.
Makes more
That's
sense than
toast.
whatever the
I haven't
peanut
had
butter one
toast
is.
in a long time.
So good.
That's sucking out of a straw, isn't it?
Ew, I don't.
Isn't
there
that
was
drinking out of a
swallow.
straw?
Ew, that was gross.
You hear the swallow sucking water out of a straw and swallowing it.
That's really gross.
You hear the swallow.
I can barely hear these sounds. I'm deaf. Microwave?
It might be microwave. That's probably microwave.
It could be a lot of things though, because it's just static.
A microwave. Yep.
I got one right.
Driving in a quiet car with no kids.
Yeah.
You know what that sounds like?
No. I can only remember.
All right.
Should we tell our favorite car driving stories?
No. I don't have any favorite car driving stories, only nightmares.
I know we have a lot of nightmare stories.
We do.
We could probably spend a whole podcast just talking about that. Well, that was maybe the worst segment of any podcast that has ever happened. I don't blame you, Jared,
I mean, it's a game.
but
Those
The
sounds
toast?
were hard.
They were
the
tough.
toast thing at the beginning that's just not accurate.
I think it is.
I mean,
You
obviously,
could hear the plate. You could hear the toast. It's just very close up.
That was a really like
I think we needed a heads up.
crusty
If we,
piece of toast.
yeah, they obviously overcooked their toast.
Well, it was super
2.5 minutes.
toasted.
You don't want to go too long.
All right, so for this next section, we're going to do a few comments that we have.
Comments.
Love those comments.
What are we doing comments of?
So we're actually going to go to the reaction screen
Uh-oh.
so you guys can see.
Not
And
good.
this is the video.
This
And
video.
I was the one that actually filmed this video, and I was scared filming it. The
It's
way
terrifying.
the
I'm
way
scared watching it.
the way Taylor's face is, she's loving it. Here's the video.
How many takes did that
That
go?
was first take, and being completely honest, that was
No
the very
way.
first take. Boom.
Did Steven miss a bunch of times?
Yes.
Okay.
Steven's take missed a bunch of times. Taylor got it first try.
She had no fear of hitting him in the head.
She just
She
went.
just swung.
so
She didn't care.
so Steven like swung softly a few times and didn't want to like do it too hard. And she just came out. She's like, if I hit him in the face, I hit him in the face.
Oh my
She
gosh.
did not care.
She just.
Some of the
swung
comments
away.
are pretty good. So Stitch Fan 13 says Steven looked horrified.
He did.
And-
After that, you can see his face. He's like, what was that?
How we have his face on there. He was so scared.
I think he was scared before, but then once he heard it, I think reality of what could have happened to him just like hit him.
Yes. It was
What if she hit him in the head with that thing?
I
the speed she swung that at was
that would have been
Mach 3.
scary.
We're going to do this one? We're going to do this TikTok, me and you?
Yeah, but I'm not sitting there with the cup on my head.
Well, I figured I'd be the one to do it.
Madison
And I'm
694
good
said Taylor went hard on that one and your face, Steven, after that.
Look at Taylor's face on that. Play it one more time.
She was so
Her
happy
face
about it.
was just, oh my goodness.
She's waiting
was-
for it.
Yes.
Like you can see the joy in her.
Years of pent up, which I do not know why she has any.
I wonder if
like,
she was
pent
hoping
up
to hit him.
aggression against Steven. Like it would be maybe the other way around, but it looks like years of just. I've been wanting to do this forever.
She spun her body. Like she's back facing the camera at the end of that thing.
This comment says, that's how you know to never make her mad.
It's true. He knows now for
Don't
sure.
cross that line.
Ninja Haspers says, almost took the head instead of the cup. Do not get on her bad side.
I feel like that video sums up Taylor pretty well, though.
It's pretty much her whole personality in like
Boom!
10 seconds.
Except for she
She was-
did seem to get joy out of that.
No, she was
Yes, I said
so
her whole
happy with it.
personality in like 10 seconds.
Scary.
She
I was scared watching it.
She was excited to do that one for sure.
Oh my goodness. So there were some pretty good comments on that. I saw another, I think, because you posted that on more than one spot, right?
No, I posted it on a lot.
And there was definitely some
It
people
got a
who
lot of fans and traction.
they were nervous for
comments.
Steven's life, I feel like.
I think people were genuinely terrified.
So we're usually
Well, it was a trend that was going on, and I saw a lot of people do it, like with husband and wife, and some of the wives actually hit him in the face.
Yeah.
And so,
oh boy.
but
I guess
I'm
should we film
excited.
this?
Should we do this, friend?
Should we do it right now?
let's do it right now.
Okay.
You want to film it right now? When we get off the podcast, that's what we'll do. So when
Okay.
you finish watching this podcast,
Go
you will
watch our
see
TikTok.
this on our
No,
TikTok or
he's
shorts
swinging
or
and
whatever.
fell at Steve's face.
There's also another comment that was sent. It says, it's not on that video, but
Oh,
it says,
okay.
I'm so happy for you guys that you're having a baby.
Aww.
Are you guys having a baby?
Are we having a baby?
What was that comment off of?
It says, I'm so happy for you guys that you are having a baby.
I
And then
know.
it has the emoji with the pregnant belly.
Was it because of me?
That is so mean. Are you lying?
I'm being dead serious.
There's no way
Where
they're
did that
offending
come
you.
off of?
Jamie does not
it
look
was,
pregnant.
It was 21 hours ago.
Off of what?
I mean, it
Comment.
was a video called "Is That a Baby Bump?" So
Was that an old video?
it's an old video.
Oh. Well, then that makes sense.
I wore a fake pregnancy belly around the house.
And then another question was, "Who's the dad?"
Who is the dad?
Don't know.
Travis. They say she looks like Taylor Swift. That's all I'm saying.
They say. Right.
They say. Now I'm saying it again.
Mm,
I mean, another baby. What do you think about that?
I think you can't have any more kids.
So, would you want another baby?
I'm too old for another baby.
What's
if
worse?
you weren't too old, would you want another baby after you've already had 6, 7, 8, 10?
Would
however
you
many?
have gone to like 10?
I don't know. I didn't have a number.
Jeez.
What about
Yeah, Jared over here with 2 kids.
Jeez.
what about? I had a question. I lost it. It was pregnancy related. What's worse, your knee injury or having a baby?
My knee injury.
Okay, that's worse.
Yeah, because like having a baby, you're like done.
I don't know if everyone would agree with that comment you just made.
Okay, well, you're saying the whole pregnancy or just having the baby?
Yeah, just having a baby in general, I guess. What's like worse? I mean,
like labor.
because I mean, your surgery was just done too, right? I mean, if you were gonna go that route.
Yeah, and then I was in like torture for 6 weeks straight. So I would take having a baby for a day over that.
I mean, I can relate a little bit. Once I got hit in the
Once you've been kicked
the
in the
down
jugular
under.
a couple times.
yeah.
I've been kicked in the jingles.
So you can
Yeah.
relate by saying that it would be worse to have surgery?
It's pretty much the same pain, right? That's what I've heard.
A baby and getting kicked in the jingles, for sure.
That's what I've heard.
Sure.
What do you think is worse? We've had this discussion
I know,
before.
and I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, when you get hit there, it
Have you ever been hit in the
lingers.
jingles? It
Have
hurts.
you ever had a baby?
I mean, I've been there for it.
Okay, so
I mean,
I've
You
been
look
there for
fine.
you
But
get
the
in the
way-
jingles and you
but the
stand
way
up
you
after a few
explain
minutes
that-
and you're good. So.
if you really get hit, it's not a few minutes.
But you get up and you're fine.
I do feel like there's a reason. Okay, we've had this discussion. We're gonna hash that out a little bit. I
Why?
think
Airing of grievances.
this is
Go.
my area of grievances.
Whatever.
Getting kicked in the jingles, worse than a baby. I don't. At the moments of pain, it might be one of the most painful things there ever is on earth, but it is quick. You don't like have a long lasting pain.
I mean, it does linger for a while.
But the pain
Yeah,
is.
but the initial
and
like
what I've heard from babies is
What
like
I've
once
heard.
it's out, the pain is away, gone.
yeah, unless you like have
But you do
been,
go through like hours of labor sometimes.
unless you
Yes,
have
yes.
been completely needing stitches all down there and had to get
Yeah, Jamie did have a couple
stitched
rough
up.
goes.
But I mean,
That pain does not go away for weeks and weeks.
But when you,
don't feel the pain of getting hit in the jingles for weeks.
I mean, have you ever? Okay, you have. I was gonna say thrown up when you were having a baby. Answer yes.
answer yes.
Dang it. Okay, so but I mean, there's a lot of like sensitive. What are those called? Nerve endings
Nerve
or whatever
endings.
in the jingles.
Sure.
And when you get kicked, like it's a brutal feeling. I'll concede. I would rather get kicked in the jingles than have a baby.
Yeah.
But I
Can
think the
you
pain might
die
be worse.
getting kicked in the jingles.
Oh, 100% you could.
Yes.
How many people die getting kicked?
All right, how many people a year die getting kicked in the jingles?
And how many
We'll
people
search this
die
up.
in childbirth?
What if? Okay, so this,
Oh.
what if this number doesn't go the way you think it's gonna go? Because I think it's gonna go the way you're talking. But what if they're like,
Just there's like movies.
What
and there's
happens
scenes
more?
that people like play around, like when someone's having a baby and you have people there and it's like this event and it's like this strenuous thing that's going through. They don't like do that in movies where it's like it's comedic. Haha, he got kicked in the jingles.
yeah, but that's because men are. We've
if
been
it really
gender-rolled
was
that way.
that like comparable, they wouldn't be.
This
doing
is obviously from a scientific journal, whatever information we're getting.
It is National Library of Medicine.
Well, that's actually not bad. So what's the number? You should just be doing ChatGPT probably. He's not a very good researcher.
There's just not a number.
because there probably hasn't happened.
It's happened.
Like
100%.
maybe one guy once. We think we're gonna blame it on that.
How many people die a year from a kick in the jingles?
Just ask that.
We're just going to go whatever ChatGPT says. Okay, so not aware of any statistics. They don't even care about men enough to track the stats. That's the sad part.
Yeah, it's sad.
That's really... It says such incidents are extremely rare. Not a typical cause of death. Okay, so you win that
That can
argument.
happen.
I feel like, what if that number was huge though? That would have been terrifying. If you would have said that number was huge, it would have changed my whole outlook on life. I already don't
in
let like
2021, 1,205 women died.
that is sad.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a little harsher on the body.
But it hurts.
It does hurt. We're just talking
It
about pain
hurts.
levels,
Sure. It hurts.
Bad.
Do you ever like wish you could get kicked in the jingles just to see what it feels like?
No.
No, like as a woman, are you like, I want to get kicked in the jingles?
That way I can compare. Have you ever wished what it felt like to give birth?
I mean, I've been pretty close, I feel like.
So you know.
We didn't go into all injuries for a reason, let's just say that.
There's some injuries we cannot say.
It's not close.
That wasn't sport related though.
You don't think that one might have been a little bit like close pain wise?
That wasn't sports related
I
though.
do.
It was not sports related. It was.
I do not.
Really?
I do not at all. I don't.
It did feel fine afterwards though, so I could go that route. For me, not you. That's another story for another day on a different part of our life, different podcast. We'll tell that on someone else's podcast.
Do we have letters?
We do have a letter. We have a letter from Jay Johnson.
Is that Jimmy Johnson? A NASCAR driver?
It's a thank you card.
Dear SOTY family, thank you so much for the sticker sheets and the extra sticker sheets. I'm a big fan of you guys. I always comment on your videos. My YouTube name is J-Dog's Life.
Hey, I've heard that name before.
J-Dog's Life always comments and
Yes.
has been around for a very long time. One of my favorite videos is SOTY Showdown.
A lot
time
of things
for another
about
SOTY
SOTY Showdown.
Yes. And Taylor's Harry Potter birthdays. My dream is to meet you someday. I hope you all see this. I love you guys so much. I would love for you guys to show this in a video. But if not, that's fine. I love you guys more than anything. And hi, Peyton and Jordan and Steve and Jamie. Aw, thank you, JC. You're awesome.
Thank
Cute
you.
little card. J-Dog's Life.
I mean, I
And
feel,
for life.
sorry. I'm getting called by one of our children, and that means it's time for the end of the show. The SOTY show.
Which child? Which
SOTY
child?
show. Guess which child just called me? Did you see?
I did not. Taylor.
Taylor. How do I have her saved in my phone?
How do you have her name saved in your phone? I don't know, and I don't
Taylor
want to guess.
Tot.
Taylor Tot.
Taylor Tot. Not Tater Tot.
That is a good nickname, though, I will say. From the nickname Meister, that was a pretty good one. Because that was your dad, right? Was
Yep.
the Taylor Tot one?
Yep. Guess what? I am getting called now.
By who?
Taylor Tot.
She must be ready to get picked up from school.
She must be.
So, that would be the end of our show, I guess.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Every
Oh,
Wednesday.
wait. I missed it.
Subscribe to our channel. Bye. Bye.